Yeah, guys, very, very interesting, I would say, and important topic that most people are not talking about nowadays. And it's very funny because it's actually something that's all around us. It's always surrounding. It's literally in each and every aspect of life. It's in our consciousness. It takes a little or even more space there, and so many young people, especially, have, I would say, problem of understanding uh, once again the importance of the problem that's happening nowadays. And it's not only the problem; it doesn't have to be looked only from that point of view, but its complexity level is much more. It's much more sophisticated. But let's talk about art and what's happening nowadays. It's very strange because so many people are actually like they think that they're wanting the best for their life. Like they want satisfaction. They want all these senses to be satisfied by their own like understanding what's the best from it all. It's like they're making evaluation, but it's uninformed evaluation in many cases because now I've been talking about the education system, but the education system is not only broken because it's not giving enough practical knowledge, but it's also broken because it's not teaching the fundamentals of, for example, art. There are exceptions, of course, art schools, etc., that are like focus on that kind of building of that kind of skills. And I think most probably most of the artists can do most of the other things. They will be demotivated. But if you put, for example, an artist, literally a musician or something of that sort, of those three professions to work, and he or she has to work for example, like in the marketing, in the finances, in something else that needs more logical thinking, they'll most probably adapt and learn how to do that in a very short period, and that they won't have so much problem with that. It will be kind of easy. It could take several months. If they have to, they can put that effort, they can push themselves, and they can eventually accomplish it. Because art and art is more connected to thinking and free thinking. Free thinking is making you actually like literally more intelligent. You don't work with formula anymore. You're like, I wouldn't say it's creating your own world. It's like everyone to a certain point is creating his or her world, but it's not only that. It's like you can first of all dig deeper in each and every topic, because you can now think of things that most people can't even apprehend. It's like depth, for example. It's very important because in arts that there's such thing as depth, and most of the people are understanding that's the third dimension, actually, depth. It's like that they know it, but they don't even think about it. That they haven't thought about it so much. They haven't like deep enough in that topic. It just it's just something they know, like information, like knowledge, and that's about the memory. Memory is very limited. Like you don't even need so much memory nowadays. So practically, you may have like around the average or a little bit higher IQ results by even only like some memory and some adaptation skills, like some how to implement that memory, that information into something a little bit more complex. But it's very unsophisticated if you think about it. Like you can achieve a result, I think, of something like 130 with only a good working memory. Like it's, if you can memorize things, it can get you to a certain point. But actually that's inappropriate if you ask me, and you shouldn't have um, the chance to get more than like 110, for example, with only memory. Plus, if you ask me, memory is not that important at all. Like you need some basic memory, like literally to actually execute most of the process. It's not. It's much more about thinking, understanding, seeing the big picture, planning. Like it's those kind of things that are involving by somehow your free thinking, your creative thinking. Like you have to understand how to make that alchemy, to combine, to dissolve, to do all those processes of like many patterns and thoughts you have to actually create by yourself. Like you have to understand how to put things together, and once again to dissolve them and put them together in a better combination this time, and in a more in a form closer to perfection, so to speak. It doesn't have to be perfection, but closer to what's the target, for example, closer to the target. So practically, what I'm trying to say here is, and what I'm saying is actually kids don't, especially nowadays, they see something, but they evaluate it um, in terms of how exactly twisted it has to be a little bit twisted from what's was the best. Like there's some kind of meta nowadays for like everything, and people don't actually evaluate that on their own like terms. It's not that they're thinking so much, they're hearing other people, they're conforming with other people. So practically it's a norm. If someone that's iconic for their generation, for example, says something cool, and then most of his or her fans will be like, wow, that's really amazing. So they will start actually replicating that kind of behavior. That's cool, that exact certain things now can be perceived as cool, and this will be a phenomenon that can last for weeks, but maybe months, maybe years. Like it can make a whole new pattern, whole new model, and that thing may become even more powerful, even more like important for that kind of that generation, and the next one, for example, the all the people that are coming a little bit later. So for like, you understand, it's fundamental. It's like something on a very big scale that has to be, if you ask me, it's that has to be balanced. Because if you don't understand how art works, art has to be something, its purpose is to be something unique with some unique value. It has to be like style, literally nowadays. For example, the term style is misused very much. I have seen many people, for example, if you dress all in black, like from the top, from the head, and the glasses, the coat, etc., etc., the shirt and the pants, all is black, the shoes black. And many people would say, wow, that's so stylish, but actually it's not. It's simple, it's simplistic, so it can be really stylish. It's like it's consistent. I can agree with that. It's consistent and it looks good. So in a way, it could be perceived as stylish, but it's not really stylish because it has been seen so many times, and to this point, it's nothing new under the sun. And style needs something new, something unique, something that's not being used in the very same manner before that, or at least from, if it has, uh, only that much time, only that much times, only that much. It's not something that has been seen all over the world And if you see something like that, like it's not stylish, it's not cool, it's not doesn't have to be. You don't have to perceive it that way, but most people are perceiving it that way because they're following patterns, they're following meta, and they're basing their consciousnesses, their understanding over things based on meta or based on something that they know, and they want to see that little twist, and that's why people are consuming information so carelessly nowadays, and that's why it's a problem. Because practically, if you know, for example, 100 facts about the world, and you think of them as facts, like you think, for example, this thing is cool, that thing is powerful, the other thing is beautiful. You don't really know because you haven't thought so much about it, but you have that information and that knowledge. You think of those things as facts because you have been told so, literally. You have taught yourself so, maybe, but practically it's coming from, it's an outer information, it's coming out of you. You haven't decided that for yourself, you have decided that based on other people's opinion, and you just think those other people are actually can be wrong, because it doesn't matter what's the fact, because they are famous, because they're intelligent, because they are cool, that they shall know what's cool, etc., etc. But once again, if you say they are cool, it's once again your own perception of why are they cool, because you are conforming with other people most probably, or because you like their style. It could be like that. And think now, once again, think about it. If you see something as cool, it's most probably unique. So once again, we can agree that style is connected to uniqueness, and not with some kind of same old story that's repeated all over again. Because everything is like, could be perceived as the same old story in a different manner, but still some of the aspects of that kind of art, I'm talking about that kind of style, I'm talking about that kind of like patterns that tend to be something new. There's a big differentiation between something that's twisted just a little bit. You have changed one of the black glasses, for example, you're wearing sunglasses, for example, with other black glasses. It's like, for example, other company now. You've been on Gucci, now you're on, for example, it doesn't matter, Armani. And now that's not a big change. It's just a little twist, but it could still look cool. So you think, wow, that's actually a change of style. It's very, once again, it's very stylish. But if you dig deeper and look over again, you understand. For example, in this manner, in this situation, this exact example, we're talking more about like style in the manner of class, in the manner of you know, it's the norm of hierarchization over society. Like it's a higher class, higher standard. Also, it shows some standard. For example, like Mercedes, it's like Mercedes is like authority. It's like shining authority. It's like that's its main message, core message is like, I'm owning a new Mercedes. That means I'm classy. So you know that there are so many, it's partially marketing, and people are biting more on marketing than on real art nowadays. And I'm only telling you that because I'm a little bit pissed off, because I'm seeing, for example, very adequate people making like, how to put it, creating products with less value, because they will sell better. And that's why I actually don't enjoy that. kind of, because real artists are making entertaining, easily consumable products for people just because they know this will sell. And there's something bad about it. We're all living in consumer society. We all want that money. We all want that fame, etc., etc. That we want to benefit from the situation, and it's kind of easy, but it doesn't have to. That doesn't have to reduce the other thing, that doesn't have to kill the real art, the real style, the real uniqueness of what you can create nowadays, because it's very rare to see something extremely new format, new like in a book you're reading something that you haven't read to this point, a picture that's totally different from everything you have seen to that moment. It's nowadays it's like it's basically not happening. Like even the abstract art is following some meta patterns. I have seen that, I have observed that. It is very strange, but even some of the abstract art is still following some patterns. So you can learn now how to make abstract art, but it doesn't have to be. You can learn the style, like you can once again perfect you can mastery style. You can do that, and you shall. But on the other hand, abstract art is meant to be abstract. It has to be something extremely new, extremely unique. It has to be something you haven't seen to this point, or it's something that's coming from your like core. That's something especially like connected with you, related with you, that is unique only for you, or at least I think that's the most precious thing, to see something that you haven't seen before. But now that those little twists are making it work, and it's making it sell better. So what I want from like all of the people watching is, so like if you haven't thought so much about it, just meditate over that, just think about it, just like watch some enlightening movies about it. It doesn't matter, just like, I don't know, write something down, just something abstract, or make a painting, draw something. It doesn't matter, just be yourself, express yourself in a unique manner, and let's make it a task and show that to some other people and see their reaction, because sometimes people are actually reacting, wow, that's really amazing, I haven't seen anything like that, I don't even understand what that is, but it's I am starting to like it already. But I don't know how to perceive it, because I haven't seen anything like it before. And sometimes people are actually evaluating that with high, with flying colors, with high grades. But some people just don't know it. Wow, what is this? I haven't seen that before. I don't know how to react, so I don't know if it's valuable, but I don't think so, because I haven't seen that, and that's the problem. But anyway, try showing that to some of your, like, I would say, your loved ones, the people you spend most time with. Then show to some other friends, then show to some other people, just because you want to see that reaction. If it's really unique, if it's coming from your exact your own core, and it's expressing yourself by somehow, it's like, you understand, you make some difference. If you want to, you'll be activating the butterfly effect, because you have now started thinking for yourself, but not only that, you have started doing something by yourself, and giving the world something that's coming from inside of you. That's most of the, I think many people are dying without doing even one of those things. Like, not to this exact level. I mean, everyone is giving something from his or her inner worlds by somehow expressing it to the outer worlds, like to the shared world we are living in. Let's put it that way. But have in mind, many people, I think many people have never this deep, so they have never actually even imagined that they have to, especially for example, especially men are not like it's not something that's exactly masculine, doing that, expressing yourself, expressing your inner feelings, feeling vulnerable, like they put it. You don't have to even feel vulnerable. You have to just express your inner self. It could be a titan, it could be a god, it doesn't matter. It's not something that you can actually strip off so easily. Like you can't ignore that whole your life, but most people are doing it because they don't believe, they have low self-esteem, they don't believe that's valuable because they haven't seen anything like this, or just they don't believe they can create something that's better than everything that's valuated, that's having some uh, high value, and that's from the perspective of society. But society, you know, there are leaders of influence, so it's not so easy to be talking about the whole society, because most of the people are even in this particular moment, like in this topic, let's put it that way, that kind of context, that most of the people are still living like sheep, and it's totally like I can't. It's the flock, you know. It's always like some collective kind of thinking, but it's not the collective consciousness. It's just conformism. There's something beautiful about it, if you ask me. But of course, that's how you control society. So in a way, it's useful, at least, because if you can't control society, you know, someone has to govern those people. Someone have to govern those sheep. But on the other hand, you're making the people sheep. That's the problem. It's not about people deciding to be sheep. Such phenomena is interesting. Nowadays, it's happening. Like, some of the people don't want to be anything else than just another sheep. Some people have actually, literally, now the society, the system, call it however you want, the matrix, it's now it's already made some people to surrender, to give up to those patterns, to give up and to just be another human, another person, another, like, clueless, absolutely, how to put it, expendable. It's like someone that has absolutely nothing to give that other people are not already giving. An NPC, if you want to. It's something that's like, it's someone that doesn't actually count, doesn't give any value. So it's just another person, one from the many. So there are nowadays people that actually want to go in that role, and that's unique for this period, because that has never happened before. I think no one wanted that. Everyone was thinking he or she is unique in a manner, and now that's interesting, because it actually is at least partially true. Everyone is by somehow unique, and everyone has and can has the, like, you know, probability, has the, like, the chance, has the power, has the skills to change something, to give at least a little bit his or her own access to this world, and this will change something. Pretty sure it will, even if it's not like straight. It changing that kind of life, that kind of let's say, for example, that environment or the way of the people are thinking in this exact topic. It doesn't have to be something so like grand, like so big. It doesn't have to be something like that. You can change even one mind by like expressing yourself once again, and that can count, that can make a difference, that can make a little difference that can actually grow. So it's once again valuable. It's a very big topic, and I won't go much further now because I don't have so much time. Plus, like I said, maybe I'm usually talking from myself. I'm not preparing for those videos. I think that's valuable because you're literally seeing all of the emotions, all the thoughts coming, and I'm trying to express myself. I'm trying to explain what I'm thinking now, and why I'm thinking that way. I'm trying to comment it, to analyze it a little bit, etc., etc. But if I have to be absolutely honest, I would prepare for that topic at some point, at a certain point in time, and I would write much about it because, for example, I have also to this point I've been working on that. It's not the first time I'm talking about that. I've been writing about it. It's not anything new for me, but also today, this morning, when I woke, I was like, I gotta make a video about that, and it will be a first from many, but like not in a row, but from time to time we can go back to that topic because it's very important. We can see what's happening in the world. Is it changing for the better, or is it the opposite? Because if you ask me, my prediction is it will most probably go south a little bit more before it starts getting better. But yeah, so I wanted to speak about that. I want to talk about that, and I feel something came out from this vid. Something I managed to by somehow explain the core of the idea that's been formed here, that it has to form even more until it becomes something stable. But yeah, that's a very big topic. I'm talking about this topic, and how it can expand and how it can become something that everyone is starting to acknowledge. So many people will change for the better. That has happened with other topics I've been working on, and I'm very happy that people are not sheeple anymore. It's better than in any other period, but on the other hand, the opposite is also valid because it's also going in the other direction at the very same time. Like, many people are awakening, many people are just going to sleep, and some of those people that are going to sleep, that they are going on their own, by their own free will. They're making that conscious choice, which is very strange, and it shouldn't happen, but it's like that they're giving up too easily, if you ask me. But yeah, mainly that will be up to this point. I want to say that, and we'll be talking about this later on in many other videos, I hope. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please, if you haven't, think about that. Leave a comment. Let's make that like a little bit more viral. Literally, let's everyone can actually share that to several people. When you got the time, you can always talk with friends about this topic, because it's so if you ask me, it's one of the most important topics nowadays, because it has started going in a very wrong direction, if you ask me. It's going like that for a couple of years now, maybe, and like already maybe a decade. It started somewhere around the 2010s, maybe, but now it's still going sideways. But I think there are some positive patterns also going a little bit. People are awakening to the truth a little bit more with each and every day, which is gives some hope. And yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good one, and we'll be seeing you later. Bye bye.